What's going on YouTube? Camo4J WWE Games and Reviews here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a SmackDown Live review from August 2nd, 2016. So to start the show off, we have Daniel and Shane backstage watching Randy hit Brock with an RKO, and after that they keep walking, see Miz and Maurice, and then he says, Miz is like, I'm happy you drafted me here. And then he says, oh no, the only reason I drafted you here was because the Intercontinental Championship. Speaking of that, there's going to be a triple threat #1 contenders match. For your title, who wins will face you at SummerSlam. And that would be that tonight. He announces it'll be Apollo Crews versus Kalisto versus Baron Corbin in a new era triple threat #1 contenders match. Next up, they keep walking and see Ambrose, and he says he's gonna go to the ring and address, like, defending against Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler says, I've been looked down these past 2 years. I'm a fighting champion. Bray Wyatt after that, after Dean leaves, you hear like the Wyatt song. Bray Wyatt hits Dolph with his sister Abigail and challenges him for a spot at the #1 contenders match. Dolph does not have to accept, but he challenges him, saying, if I win, I'm the new contender. If I lose, you can keep your spot. So the first match of the night is the triple threat: Baron Corbin versus Kalisto versus Apollo Crews. Kalisto was high flyer as he is, but Apollo Crews won by a roll-up pin, and he's the new #1 contender. So Apollo versus The Miz will be at SummerSlam. Next up, we have Eva versus Becky. Becky enters first, Eva second. Eva, like, after she walks her entrance down fine, she's like grabbing her leg, saying she's hurt. The refs call off the match. And then next up, we have the Vaudevillains versus American Alpha. Let's see. I'll just say that American Alpha looked really good for the first night. I haven't watched much of them, so I don't know much about them. Chad and Gable, I've watched a couple matches, but the winners were American Alpha. They won, like, threw them up in the air and did their finishers, I think, and won by pinfall. But they're really entertaining tag team. I think they're going to be the one of the best teams on SmackDown. It'll be cool to see their matches in the future. Teams like the Usos, if they ever fight. Maybe the Wyatts come back together. I don't know. Next up, we got AJ comes to the ring. Says a couple sentences. Cena comes down and says, you want to say something to me? Say it to my face. AJ saying Cena doesn't belong here. He's saying, like, all these kids are lies, like all these kids in Nashville, like, they suck and stuff. Their parents suck. Cena says he's gonna teach him a lesson. So AJ's like, I want a match at SummerSlam. Cena accepts it. Yeah. Next up, we have Randy Orton versus Fandango, and there was all the security out to protect Randy the whole night. They were going backstage. There was, like, security and stuff. Make sure Brock does not get in the ring. It was kind of obvious Brock would come. But Randy hits the RKO. Brock shows up towards the side, like the apron. After Randy hits RKO, Brock runs in, passes all the security, hits the F5, walks out. So winner by DQ was Randy Orton. Next up, Daniel Bryan is backstage on the phone talking about Brock, and then Heath Slater comes up and asks to be in the next match, and no, in the to be on SmackDown. So he says, okay, next week you'll have a match against, and then Rhino comes out of nowhere and spears him. So it's going to be Rhino versus Heath next week. If Heath wins, he will be on SmackDown. Next we have Natalya versus Carmella. Before we even got to the ring, Natalya attacked Carmella from behind while she was cutting a promo. So yeah. Next up, we got the main event, Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt. Let's see. Yeah, they're both looking to get title shots. If they win this match, they get title shots tonight. Dean Ambrose is on commentary. So yeah, I think Dolph dominated most of the match on TV time. I honestly think they're just trying to build up Dolph, make him relevant again. I watched that Smack Talk show, post show, and I also watched the pre-shows. Daniel said that, or Dolph was interviewed, and he said that the past 2 years he's been irrelevant. He wanted to prove something tonight. It's going to take a lot to build him up. Like, this one match is not going to make him a relevant contender for the championship, but yeah. So the winner of this match, Ziggler throws Bray Wyatt into an exposed turnbuckle, hits him with the super kick, and then gets a pinfall. So Dolph Ziggler is still the #1 contender. And on Smack Talk, Daniel Bryan also said that they will be introducing new titles. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more reviews on the channel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.